Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Sue, your East Oakland advocate. Well, today I'm going to talk about a city employee, LaTonda Simmons. She's been with the city of Oakland a good long time, at least 15 years, and she has acted in many different roles, from helping city council meetings to filling in for personnel. So LaTonda's been around in many departments. And unfortunately, she has her bosses over her are telling her what to do, and so I realized that she's just a puppet here in the shape of things here in the city of Oakland. But she is responsible for a lot of things. Right now, she currently is the person that we go to for homeless services, because she's the one who's acting as the person in charge. Because right now, City of Oakland Mayor Shantel does not have a person in charge of homeless services. It's Sarah Bedford, Director of Housing and Homeless Services. She left under in the last months of Libby's administration before the changeover. But LaTonda, she's been responsible for a lot of different things here in Oakland. Last week, she spoke at Life Enrichment, and Life Enrichment talks about the quality of life here in the city of Oakland. So what she was doing was talking about the EMP, and her and Carol Fife and another city employee were supposed to bring a report about the homeless, what we're doing, what the city is doing, the programs being offered, how many people that they've been able to get into housing. And here's the thing, Simone Falls, who was supposed to bring that particular report, she said, well, I didn't bring it because it's not ready yet. And here's the thing. Life Enrichment, that one was an important report because that sets up the discussion for the budget and what they've spent in the past, how effective it's been. And since they didn't bring that report, city council members are laughing. Oh, well, we'll catch it on the next one. No, it needed to be in this meeting because we're talking about the funding. And because the report wasn't there, whether it was successful or a total failure didn't matter. They went ahead and moved the budget and put the money in there, not knowing where it's going to be spent, and if the previous year was even effective at all. And so that was a big disappointment there. Another big lie that LaTonda Simmons spoke on was that on the clearing of camps, the EMP policy says that they have to offer housing to all the individuals that are going to be affected in the camp closure. Well, we know that we don't have enough shelters, period. There aren't enough shelters. There are over 5,100 homeless people living on Oakland streets on any given night here currently. That's the numbers from the most recent pit count, the point in time count, which enumerates how many homeless folks we have. And the assumption is that every tent is 2 people. So we're counting 2 people in the tents. This year, they actually did something a little different, which was trying to engage some of the folks, which I thought was very dangerous to begin with, because there are some people that are just not friendly and will not cooperate. And so there's issues with that. Then the other thing that LaTonda Simmons lied about, which has been going on for years, under the EMP, it clearly states that they tag and bag all the property from a site and hold it for 30 days. Well, that's a bunch of bullshit, because we have video that clearly showed the court. This is why we win in court all the time. We have video. So if you're having problems with camp closures and being relocated, you need people to video the entire session and show that there's no tagging and bagging going on, which is what we've done. And it clearly shows that the city of Oakland workers just taking stuff and throwing it into their trucks to be hauled off to landfill. So we know that LaTonda Simmons completely lies about that, and more likely it's her boss. We know who the boss is. He's the third most powerful person here in the city of Oakland. He sits underneath the city manager, and he is the one who advises the city manager on city dealings. And so that's a problem. He needs to go. And he came in under Jerry Brown and in his second term. And so this person needs to go. He's part of the gentrification and the harm that's been going on in Oakland since the year 2004. And so this person, if you elect me your next mayor, he's the first person that is going to be removed from the city of Oakland immediately, as I will be removing 4 other people, 5 people total in the city of Oakland in my top 30 administration. All of those are carryovers from Jerry Brown and Ron Dellums. And so all of them got to go. Whole new staff, complete house cleaning on the top 30. Then we start righting the ship. How we start righting the ship? We start stopping these dirty little tactics that the city of Oakland has been doing to the homeless for over a decade. And how we know that this is going on, because I have 6 people literally outside on my doorstep who were relocated here by the city of Oakland in the middle of the night illegally, because the city of Oakland workers, they don't work at midnight to 4 in the morning. And anyway, here's what happened. City of Oakland had to clear out Leet Street, L-E-E-T Street, here in deep East Oakland, because BCDC, Bay Conservation and Development Corporation, they said that there's a waterway, a federal waterway that parallels Leet Street. And everybody over there in the homeless encampment, a lot of garbage was ending up in the federal waterway, feces in the waterway, urine in the waterway. So all of these things violated the federal Clean Water Act. And so they were ordered by courts and Bay Conservation to close down that camp, remove them so that they can't pollute that waterway anymore, under the possibility of being fined $6,000 to $10,000 per day after a certain point. The city of Oakland didn't have anywhere to put them, because they don't have shelters for these folks. And the other thing, even if they did have shelters, most of these people wouldn't go to them. I wouldn't go to any of the Oakland shelters either. They're horrible. They're run like prisons. They steal your stuff, and that's the staff. That's the staff stealing your stuff. You're stealing your food, everything. So city programs with these third-party interventions don't work. Under my administration, third-party interventions will not exist in the city of Oakland, because what they do, they're just a bunch of leeches that are blood-sucking off all the finances and not providing the proper services of our homeless. So I have a plan for housing, $25 million development project with housing included, solar, electricity, all off grid, 20 acres We're talking 240 single-family homes on 1,600 square foot lots for the individuals. Base home is 540 square feet interior. That's good for a single person or a couple. Fully outfitted, has a operating kitchen, hot and cold running water, bathroom, heating, air conditioning, locks on the doors, and the place is reconfigurable that on these homes that I'm proposing. And we're talking a total cost of $85,000 for the base unit, and they're expandable. That's the nice thing. Oh, City of Oakland has screwed up two of my programs that I presented to them. The first one, which was the self-governance model under Libby Shaft, and then Libby wouldn't implement that after we had a discussion, and Miss Snowflake got her feelings hurt on that. So that was the first project. Second project came in 2022. That was the 2nd Street, 2nd Avenue. There was a long-term temporary encampment on this parcel of land that is Community Land Trust property, which was sold off to Baldic, Bay Area Asian community group, and they're going to be building affordable housing apartment just for the homeless at that site currently, and so that should open up in about 2 years. So we'll see what happens with that. But getting back to LaTonda, LaTonda Simmons has not been truthful about camp closures. She has not been truthful about how the city is rehousing or relocating the homeless. She has not been truthful about tag and bag, which is part of the EMP. And we have video that clearly shows and states that the city does not tag and bag. And then we also have video of a court order, a stand-down order by Alameda County Superior Court that the City of Oakland violated. They went ahead and completely defied the court order and closed down the camp anyway. And that was one of the lawsuits that we won a year ago. And our lawsuits are just starting to come to be heard. We still have 6 more to go, $250,000, $500,000 price tags on each one of those. And we're asking for interest on those and changes to the city EMP. And so right now the city knows that they're in trouble because they already lost their first one. We beat Caltrans already, so that already tells you we are already in line for winning our cases. And that's what we intend on doing. But right now, City of Oakland has a lot of issues. One of the most dangerous ones is the trauma that is inflicted in the middle of the night by these criminals that this one city official is hiring. He pays them $100 to $250 to do these dirty deeds. He's obviously paying for them out of his own pocket and not with city funds. He hires criminals to go in and burn places, set fire, which is arson, to certain camps, which are problems. There are criminals that go in and beat homeless people that are in the sleep. They just beat them and tell them that they're going to move right now. They're taking over these places. That's what happens. And the sad part is you don't hear about these because they don't get reported by Oakland Police Department. That's the other scandal here, is that the police department is used by city council and the city officials to personally harm the homeless with physical threats, arson, theft, beatings, and even taking the trailers. I have outside 2 trailers that were towed here from Leet Street illegally in the middle of the night by individuals who had to clear out Leet Street because they didn't have any housing to offer these folks. They couldn't relocate them. That's the Martin Boise lawsuit that we use here in Oakland, and it's a major one because without offering alternative housing elsewhere, safe housing, they can't move those people. And so this is what they're resorting to now, the city of Oakland. These are dirty city officials that have been in power since 2004. And you wonder why Oakland is not getting better? It's because of these 5 individuals that are high-ranking administrators in the city of Oakland. I got rid of a lot of them. I got rid of Sabrina Landreth. She was a city manager, and she knew how corrupt the city of Oakland was, and especially under Libby Schaaf. That's why she quit in the final year of Libby's term. Sarah Bedford, she's another one that was real dirty and didn't have any answers. She just warmed a seat and did nothing, and was paid an exorbitant amount, 6 figures, folks, big money. So there are a lot of things that need to be changed. LaTonda Simmons, I'm still up in the air. I still have to do some more research to see if she's going to be able to keep her job if I were to come up into the mayor's office. Thanks for joining me today. That's what's going on in your city. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.